Schumann Resonance has been incredibly active for 24 hours. We're also hit with an M-class solar flare. Things are starting to pick up. We may be entering another geomagnetic storm, and of course, there is potentially two coronal holes that will be facing us in the upcoming days. Plasma density that will be arriving here in the next few days. Sunspots that could be facing us in the upcoming time. Welcome everyone, my name is Joe Sky, and in this video, we're going to be breaking down some massive data. Taking a look at the Italian Schumann Resonance by Disclosure News on the VLF monitoring. As you can see, very little to very low activity. Going straight to the Camina station, you see very little lines here. Nothing too active. There was one spike, maybe power 30 or just around 30 hertz or so. Again, you see there was definitely data that was missing. Other than that, things are incredibly active, as you can see. On the general Schumann resonance, it is November 2nd, very early hours, and this is a lot of energy here. This is 24 hours and ongoing of high intense energy. This is incredibly active, and as you can see, it all started around hour 11, even 10, hour 10 I would say, and until now, heading to November 2nd, this is massive energy. That first spike was a power 44, second spike was a power 54, and now this is a massive hit right here that we're getting hit with around hour 10 and 11. This is intense energy, this is very powerful, and it's coming down, it's hitting, it's not stopping. It's definitely strong, and this, what we're seeing, is very thick, so this could be lasting for a while, and this is definitely a lot of energy that will take time for many people to integrate. I finally found the electromagnetic background, the MF and HF. As you can see, between hour 4 and 6 there was a blackout, and of course that means timeline jumps. Many of you are starting to feel tired. Many of you are starting to feel different. And let me know how you are feeling. Are you feeling like something's looping, a recurring symptom, or something like that? Things are happening right now, and people are truly feeling it right now. But of course, it's the beginning of a month. Let's be optimistic. Let's be happy, because this is a very abundant time. We're definitely in an abundant time right now. But of course, that is very interesting right there. Let me see if I could go all the way back. I want to actually. Looks like it's a bit hard. Maybe they have something here. They have a lot of stuff here on this website, and also a bunch of advertisements, if you ask me. But yeah, overall, of course, let's go over here. Again, that website is like in Russian, but I had to translate to English, so there might be some errors, but definitely some strong energy. KP index right now is over a 4, so we could definitely be entering some geomagnetic activity. Solar winds are high, and there's a strong chance of aurora to appear in high latitude regions. On the magnetometers, we bounced to a K6, bounced up to a K5, 6, and now we're out. The interplanetary magnetic field was slightly south a little ago. Overall, of course, solar wind starting to pick up again. We were hit with an M-class solar flare. It was an M1.08. That's the strongest we've had in 24 and 72 hours. For the latest CMEs, here is the strongest one that we've had. I'll play it again. Quite intense if you ask me. Looking at the corner hole detection map, it might be hard to see, but we have two separate ones. On image 195, you can see two coronal holes to the left. You can definitely see a sunspot on the left as well. We may have sunspots facing us in the next few days. But again, these are two coronal holes here that will most likely combine together, I would assume. Not saying they're going to combine together, but it could definitely widen. That definitely tends to happen, of course, especially since they're so close together. I could definitely see them in the next day. Um, I could definitely see the coronal hole widening and getting larger. But these are definitely two large coronal holes. Both of them are larger than the recent one we had on the bottom right, or the one that was more lower. This could be a trans-equatorial coronal hole. The other one, not so much, but this one, definitely. This one is definitely going to be amplifying things up. In the next few days, we're going to get hit with some massive solar winds. And of course, we definitely may have some severe tense energy coming. And I think that's about that. So, overall, of course, activity is intense. I'm going to refresh it. Yeah, this is a huge spike here. This is a big spike. We're definitely getting hit. Things are definitely active right now. So, I'm so grateful for everyone who's liking the video, subscribing, watching. I appreciate it. Super grateful and thankful. Things are incredibly active. We just did a massive live stream. Huge amount of people were watching it. Um, and by all means, we talked a lot. We talked about a lot of things. We're showing a lot of data. We're gonna be streaming again, and we're gonna be streaming on Monday. So based on my knowledge, that's the plan. That's what we're gonna be doing. Overall, there's a lot of stuff we've been talking about. We talked about a lot about Three Eye Atlas. I think in yesterday's video we talked a lot about Three Eye Atlas, and yeah, there's been a lot of things we've been talking about. Thank you all so much for watching. Super grateful and thankful. Um, this is a great time to, you know, find out what's recurring, find out what's looping in your life, find out the same thing that keeps coming up. Is it something? Is it whatever it might be? Is it triggering stuff, right? Um, are you getting easily triggered during this time? Is there something popping up, something that you need to work on? Right? Working on your shadow self. This is a big theme for this month. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out the November monthly forecast video. Excuse me. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff. And we got a full moon video coming as well. So thank you all so much.